damn it! What the hell am I gonna make a video on? I know! I can ask my friends for help!
Yeah.
Jake!
What?
Do you know what the next Flashbits should be about?
It should be about MLG.
What?
MLG is the funniest thing ever. Do it about MLG.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright. Debatical, dude.
I would have nothing but to have you. I would have nothing but to have.
I always wanted to tell you something, Sully.
Please, debatical.
I love you.
I love you too, Mike.
You wanna plop, Sully?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have.
What the fuck am I gonna do now? Oh. Yeah? What's up?
Dude, you should totally make a Flashbits about fancy pants or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Dude, that's a great idea, but how did you...
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Okay, then. Hello everyone, Orange Human Flipyard here, and today it's time for another Flashbits episode. Whoop-de-doo! Today we're gonna talk about possibly the best Flash platformer out there, Fancy Pants. Also, today's episode was suggested by the lovely Emmett, as you just saw in the intro. He's also the one that kinda recommended the games to me, as I've never really played them before. You see, I remember seeing them on a bunch of different sites, and I even remember playing the first one for a bit, but I guess I just never finished it, and it just never stuck to me. Guess I never found it really interesting at the time. And now, because of Emmett, I've played them all, and wow, they're really good. Like, holy shit. Go follow the cunt on Twitter. He's a cool lad. Just follow him. Chances are, if you're familiar with Flash games, you already know about Fancy Pants and you've already played them. So I'm not gonna bother going into too much detail into what the game's about because, well, it's pretty well known around the whole Flash community. So instead, I'm gonna give you a little summary. Here you go. Basically, a guy called Brad Bourne made a game called Fancy Pants. You play as this dude. It's a platformer. And then he got really popular, so he made 2 more games. And guess what? The 4th one is in production right now. So hey, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Also, quick disclaimer, sorry if the gameplay is like really bad. I'm just terrible at platformers. Okay, bye. So like, this is the part where I talk about the game now. Ready? Right, let's go! So what's the first game about? Well, nothing really. Doesn't really have a story, it's just you jumping and running around and killing enemies. That's it. Speaking of running, this game is momentum based, which is kinda one of the reasons why it got so popular. You see, the game is actually really well programmed for a Flash game from 2006, programmed by one guy. It actually feels like the character has an actual weight. It's not just left-right jump. And you can wall jump, which was also a rare occasion for a Flash game in 2006. And actually, I really like the way you get the wall jump ability, because you have to earn it. Somewhere in the first level, there's this little cardboard box you have to jump into, and once you do, you fall into some sort of pit. Once you reach the bottom, there's what is that? An orange? Is that an orange? Once you grab the orange, you get the ability to wall jump. And in order to fully earn the ability to wall jump, you must escape the pit. And you gotta do that quickly because it's filling up with oil for whatever reason. If you die, you have to do the same thing again until you escape, and once you do, you can wall jump! Oh yeah! I know I'm kind of overanalyzing this a bit, but I just thought it was pretty cool. So the game has 3 levels, and each one of them has their own theme. The first one is some purple desert. What? The second one is covered in ice, and the third one is grasslands? What's up with this level design? Throughout the game, you collect these little, black holes. What the fuck? And whenever you lose health, you can collect them to replenish it. And once you collect 100 of them, you get an extra life, which is pretty handy. There are also some secret levels you can play, which all have some sort of, like, trophy thing. So, that's cool. Is that Biggie Cheese with a gun? Speaking of ridiculous enemies, just guess what the final boss is. That's right, it's a penguin that thinks it's a bull. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I beat the game. I'm content with myself. Just kidding, I'm not, because there are 2 more games to go. Let's go! This game is a direct improvement from the last one. It's got nicer, more polished graphics, and smoother animation. The movement in the game is also greatly improved. In the first game, it felt a bit janky and unstable. It wasn't impossible to control or anything, but when I play the second game, I can definitely tell a difference. The enemies are also a bit tougher. In the first game, one bop on the head would take them down, but all it does now is to stagger them. To fully kill them, you have to either jump on them again, or kick them. That's right, you can kick stuff now. Yeah! Get that piece of shit! Also, unlike the first game, this one actually has a story now. You start off in this gulf where a snail shell is the golf ball. Why? Once you get the snail in the hole, the mayor of Squiggleville shows up to congratulate you and give you some ice cream. And then out of nowhere, an angry rabbit shows up and steals it. Riveting lore, I know. So now you have to go underground to fight that filthy rabbit and get your ice cream back. Wait, where am I now? Okay, so what's this? I'm very confused. I don't get what's going on. I was underground a minute ago and...
Hey.
What? Yeah, so this game's level design is still a bit all over the place. Speaking of level design, there are some secret levels in this game as well. But not just any secret level. There are levels designed by other people, which is actually really cool. You got levels from the Swain, Lewis, and Adam Phillips. The game also takes advantage of its momentum mechanic a bit more by having these really long platforms where you can run as fast as you can. Run fast. Run fancy. Oh, hell yeah, what? Alright, so we're in some ruins now. When are we gonna fight that rabbit dude? Wait a minute. Wait, so he's here? In the ruined area? Didn't he go down the rabbit hole and then, like, do the thing and then we were underground? Okay. The boss fight is actually pretty interesting. You basically have to avoid the rabbit's attacks until a snail drops from the sky. You then have to knock the snail out and kick its shell towards the rabbit, which also knocks the rabbit out. Then you kick the rabbit and deal damage to him. However, every time a snail falls from the sky, other enemies do as well. Looking back at the fight, it isn't even that hard, but I remember having a really hard time with it while playing. Whatever. You beat the rabbit and get your ice cream that still somehow hasn't melted yet. Alright, on to the next game. Now this one's like, wow. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's such an improvement from the first 2 games. Like, everything in this game is just fucking fucking great. The level design has improved drastically, with more levels that are all really well drawn and detailed as hell. The soundtrack is much more varied now, and each level has its own song. The animation has improved by a lot, and each and every movement is incredibly smooth. Like seriously, I haven't seen animation this smooth in like a good while. Just look at that shit. Seriously, if you haven't played this game yet, go do it. Right now, it's completely free. Go to Armor Games, or Congregate, or the official website, or sketchy looking Korean website. I don't care, just play it. Even if you've already played it, just play it again, it's worth it. So the game starts off with Fancy Pants Man, yes, that's his actual name, sleeping in his little crib, until he gets woken up by the Major of Squiggleville, who tells you that the pirates have stolen the royal bathtub from Squiggleville's king, and of course, you're the only one that's suited for the job. But first, you need to take some training from this little bobblehead general. Just look at the guy, his mustache even have medals. What a legend. You get put in a tutorial level that, for some reason, also gives me heavy Little Big Planet vibes, where you learn all of the game's new mechanics. And when you're done, you're ready to get out of there and play the game for over 2 hours because I actually suck at platformers. So what you're supposed to do is get to the royal bathtub and get all of the pirates out of there. Once you've done that, the captain with a rainbow beard decides to escape so he can make a new evil plan. Then he comes across your little sister, and after kicking him in the nuts, the other pirates make her the new captain. Now it's your job as a stickman in some orange pants to save your little sister from those smelly pirates. And the level design isn't some random bullcrap this time. Or at least it mostly isn't. There's at least a bit of consistency, you know? You go from the city of Squiggleville to lush forests, and from the forest to the beach. Then you enter a cave and boom, water level. Once you're out of there, you encounter the pirate ship and, oh, crap. Well, guess you can't enter the ship normally. Time for an alternative route. So you manage to enter the ship, and this is where the game gets a lot more interesting, because there's a weapon tree containing, drumroll please, a pencil! Yeah, okay. No, but all jokes aside, this is amazing. The game gives you, out of nowhere, a melee weapon, and it now has an actual combat system. It's not just jumping and kicking anymore. Now it's jabbing, smashing, whatever this is, crushing, destroying. God damn it! This is great! And let me tell you, whenever you hit something, it's the most satisfying thing ever. Yeah, take that! Woo! That shit! So you beat these guys and finally get to enter the pirate ship. Your sister appears to be locked in this room that has 3 locks for some reason. So guess what? Keys! How do you get them? By killing enemies, of course. Speaking of enemies, there are some new enemies when you enter the pirate ship. And you all have to kill them in different ways. You got charging ducks and pirates with swords who block your attacks. It really feels thrilling when you're fighting those guys. Oh yeah, and you also got ninjas. Besides getting the keys, you can also get these disco ball shards so you can party with some pirates. Oh yeah! Alright, I got the keys. Now it's time to save my sister. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Why? God damn. What a bit. It turns out that your sister doesn't want to go home and wants to keep being the captain of the pirates. So you're stuck here now with the captain of the pirates. Drunk on juice?
They don't know who I am. This is gonna, oh, Daddy needs his drink.
Oh, my head. Ugh. Oh, fuck. What the fuck happened? Oh, yeah. Flashbits. Moving on. In order to get your sister back home, the captain needs to retain his position as, well, the captain. And he can't do that with a beard looking like that. So you need to get him a new one. And where can we find it, you ask? Well, a temple. Just a temple. So now we're back in the ship and ninjas have invaded. What? How? Well, whatever. Time to get out of here. And oh shit, boss fight! Come on, you pirate shit. Let's go! Fuck! That's what you fucking get, laddie! Alright, so I beat the game. Nice. That was an experience. A great experience. Like, seriously, this might be one of the best Flash platformers I've ever played. For a game made by one person, everything is so well done. Sure, he did receive some help from other people, but it's mostly him. If you go to his YouTube channel, because he actually has one, you can actually see the behind the scenes of him making this game. Not even only that, but also him making the other games, the other first two. And he's actually working on a fourth one. Wow. God damn. It's really understandable to see that this game is just as popular as it is, because really it deserves the attention. Again, if you haven't played the Fancy Pants games, I mean, you most likely have, but if you haven't, do it right now. I will link it in the description. Do it, seriously. It's absolutely worth your time. It's amazing, alright? Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode of Flashbits. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go get drunk on juice again. Goodbye.